Well, 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 what's going on, everybody? Hello, Space Pirates and Chippy Nation and all that good stuff. Hopefully everybody's doing well tonight. Let's use the magic mirror and see who's hanging out with us. GB. Mike, what's going on? Ron, Derek. Let's see, Jack. Kaylin. Jim. Who else is here? Upstate Scale Modeling. Maddie C. Still scrolling. Hey, Top, what's going on? Top is joining the Air Force again. What's going on, Mark? The Shoe Man. Still scrolling. What's up, Phil? The Christmas lights looked really good. I enjoyed those. What's up, Bud? Hopefully everybody's doing well. What's going on, Dave? Good to see you, sir. And I think I caught up with everybody. So, better than a red shirt. Better than a red shirt. And just for you. Sorry, my mom is texting me. My mom, I should have known she was up to something, sent me 3 pictures of military sweatshirts, and she was like, which one do you think your dad would like? And I picked the one that I know my dad would like, and it ended up at the front door today with my name on it, and she didn't tell me she was sending a present, so I just texted her, thanks for telling me that there was a Christmas present coming, and she said it wasn't a Christmas present, it was just a regular howdy doody present. Howdy doody. Before we actually get on, let me say a big thank you to all of our members that have joined the Join Now membership program on the YouTube channel to help us keep things up and running. So we got Bud Bucksbaum, Rascals Hobbies, Jason Lang, Dana, GB, Starbase 1138, Spruce Surgeon, White Glove Models, Brian Lawrence, Ostrich Longneck, Mad Genius Productions, Donnie Doherty, Michael Lawler, Fubar Model Yard, TCP3, Richard Pezol. I always think I'm saying his name wrong. Mark Shue, Bob Bruce, Gil Laughlin, Modeler X, Sci-Fi Model Shop, Chris Colvin, Jack Parker, Buckman's Model Mania, PJC 2.0, Omar, Chris K, LTC, Leona Timber Company, Jam Scale Model Art. Hopefully Jalen's doing well. Hopefully we see her soon. Sean Mandeville, and our very own Spencer Wolf. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the channel, putting donations this way. This way we can keep things up and running. And hopefully tonight the stream does not die on us and we don't have to try 3 times to get on here. Hopefully everybody's having a good Christmas season so far, or holiday season, whatever you may celebrate. I celebrate Christmas. I know other people celebrate other things, so hopefully things are going well. Okay, let me tell my mom I'm live so she can't text me anymore. On YouTube live. Talk to you later. So, been working on the 32 Ford. I'll be filming stuff tomorrow. I should have a video up tomorrow or Friday. I'll show you the engine in a little while. We only have a few weeks left of this year with our group builds for this year. So hopefully we get some more of those done. I'm pretty excited. John Dennett from Moon Devil Studios has this year's bust out. It was supposed to be, he was going to do not 4, 3 ghosts this year, the 3 Christmas spirits, but he ended up not doing them this year with the price of resin and shipping and all sorts of stuff. He didn't end up doing that. So this year we'll have Tiny Tim coming out, so then I'll add Tiny Tim to the Christmas collection back there, and then next year he's doing the 3 ghosts. Do you know who Ostrich Longneck is? I still need them for something to my channel. Ostrich Longneck is Ostrich Longneck. When they don't tell me their name, I only know them by screen name. I want to say no, his name isn't Craig. I'll tell you in a second. That's why sometimes you'll hear me say people's screen names and some people's real names. The ones that I know them because they come to the site and everything like that, then it's easy for me. I have a bad memory. Ostrich long neck. Let me see. I'll tell you in a second. Bum, 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 bum. Mr. Sandman. All right, where is it? This is the newest. I don't want to say his name is Richard, because it's not. That would make like 3 Richards. Usually somebody calls him by his name, and they did not call him by his name on that one. I'll find out. I always feel bad not knowing somebody's name, but a lot of people. I've never gone by. I've never ever gone by Munchkin Modeling Man 72. What's going on? I've never gone by a fake screen name on anything. So if any of you guys that know me from the Fine Scale Modeler days, even on there, I'm Kenny Conklin. Just I never came up with a clever screen name. Always, it's either Kenny Conklin or everybody knows us by Hobby Link International. So I just was never clever enough to come up with a good screen name. So, and it was easier for me. I prefer real names than screen names. What's going on, Dan? Hey, Bob. Hopefully all is well. Yes, we got another Seinfeld show tonight. Got a show about nothing. So, I've been thinking about it. Well, not thinking. It's just been it's been pretty stressful with Hobby Link International. Kind of running myself down with it, and very thin with all. Oh, all right. So we got 2 Dans. Is it Dan? Is it okay we call you Dan Munchkin Man Modeling? I want to make sure it's okay. You know, some guys don't like me. The only people that ever call me Kenneth were the nuns or my mom when I was in trouble. Omar. It's everything's Omar Spence's fault. I seen Spence was here. I'm assuming Spence found his shoes and he made it. Like Buckethead. That's right. Like Buckethead. But yeah, with everything, with doing live shows, doing the community, doing the regular site, which I got to catch up on the regular site, trying to get articles for that, doing the shop and everything. There's just a lot on my plate, and it actually hampers me from building because I got so much stuff to do with the sites. I got to try to run in the contests. The YouTube contests are easy because that's just once a month, and we wait for everybody to be here, and we pile in our space loot. And I thank everybody that's been donating to the giveaways. That's awesome. Benny, I don't know if he's here, Fubar Model Yard. He just texted me today or sent me a message that a B-52 is on the way, so that'll be part of a giveaway. Joe, he's given. Bud's give. Chris is given. Omar's given. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. Oh, Mark Shoe's given. Mark usually gives to the Christmas giveaways, which is awesome. So yeah, we got a lot of people helping out, but I'm kind of spreading myself really, really thin with things, and I'm trying to figure out what I can do to lessen the load. No one in my family uses my real name, always my nickname, but I won't take. Come on, what do they call you, Bubba? Come on, Spence, you got to tell us the nickname. Yeah, it's if I found people like Kenny, another Kenny, Gadgetron 3000. You guys know him. He's on Boyd's community and also our community, but he also writes articles on the main site. So he knows how to use the site and get the articles up and stuff like that. You should get mine sometime next weekend. Awesome, GB. That's right, GB's putting stuff in. So, but anyway, it's a lot of work, especially when I'm trying to find articles for the main site, because that's one of the biggest things I'm always doing is trying to beg people for articles. This way we have those, and it seems like after the community went down and we came back up, we had the mad rush of people, and now the community's gone from a peak up here to down here. It's like nobody's using the community again, so it's tough. Hopefully we could get more people over there posting, sharing their YouTube videos over there, sharing their bills over there. What's going on, Shane? Hopefully you're doing well, sir. Good to see you. I don't think, I don't know if we're having dinner. Well, they're having dinner tonight. I don't know if I'm going to eat dinner tonight. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on. I'm really thinking about getting rid of the annual awards. The reason behind getting rid of the annual awards, the Chippy Awards or the Mahdi contest, is because after the first year, that peaked the first year and dropped way down every year after that. So I think it's a better idea just to do the group builds. We'll do the group builds. We'll stick with group builds, and we'll figure out how we can do giveaways or something for that. But I think the Chippy stuff may be going away just because we don't have that many entries in them anymore, and that'll lessen one thing off the load. And we have plenty of people that do. Well, this year we didn't really have a lot, but Star Wars is always a big one. We may end up just having a Star Wars, Star Trek contest with just how those guys do. So we'll see. We got things we got to do. We got to change things up and lighten the load a bit, make things better. More interesting, I guess, for everybody. And why is that razor blade not going all the way in? That's not a good thing. My wife just said she will donate my entire stash to the HLI giveaway. Thank goodness she doesn't know your address. My address is 2 Oakwood. Well, that's what I'm thinking, Bob. I'm thinking instead of instead of a year-end big Mahdi contest or Chippy Awards or something like that, that's what we do with the end of each group build. And instead of big awards, we were talking about it last time, so we'd get rid of the big contest at the end of the year, and after each group build, say like the Star Wars group build. Star Wars group build ends, we have our show, and then anybody that's on the community, we have a community vote for the top 3. This way the community is involved in who they pick or who they think had the top 3 models. And we have, say, 3 models from Star Wars. We got an X-Wing, stuff that we can afford and put in there, or maybe even the, paint sets from AK or ammo that are meant for sci-fi. So I was thinking of doing that for each group build instead of an end of the year thing. So one, it gets more people into the group builds because the group builds are, I think, more fun than the end of the year Mahdi Awards. A lot more people build for that, and I think that's a much better idea. Yes, Top does know the rest of my address. There's Benny. I was just talking about him, so his ears must have been ringing. Another group build going on right now. If you didn't see, I wasn't subscribed to him because for some reason I could never find him. But Charlie Mack, I was perusing his YouTube channel last night. He's got a cool YouTube channel. He has the Pearl Harbor group build going on. It started yesterday, Pearl Harbor Day, and it'll end on D-Day. So if you want, over on the forum, or a lot of you guys already know Charlie Mack. If you haven't and you want to join in on a group build like that, join in on that. Kenny, have you seen my new pics of the blockade running? Yeah, what I do is at the end of the night, because everybody posts, well, the people that are using the community now posts at, during the day, so I wait till a little bit later in the night so I could catch up on everybody's posts. Otherwise, it's all day long that I'm posting. Took my JJ Prize down and started going through the instructions and marking down what paints I need and such. Eager to get started on them. Yeah, I kind of can't wait for January 1st. It puts us in the realm of all the group builds except for the Halloween one, which just started, and the Star Wars one, which is going on right now. If you didn't know, there's a thing on where is it? Let me go to computer. There we go. There's computer. If you didn't know, if you come to please come and join the site and hang out. Hey, look, Benny's on the site right there. That's Fubar. If you didn't know, we have all the group builds and all that other good stuff. But if you want to submit articles, or even when you're done with a group build, because I post all the group builds on the main site, come to article submissions, and that's under HLI announcements. And in here, it's going to tell you, our main site is here. It'll give you the link, which you really don't need. You just hit the home button, and it'll bring you there. But this is the email now for submitting your articles, because the HobbyLink International at gmail.com one is kind of contaminated with so much stuff because that email's been out there. I get so much spam mail and junk mail and a lot of other things that go into the main one. Sometimes I lose out and can't find some articles, and then it's like, oh my God, they're emailing me, where's this and where's that. So we made a direct one with, it's kind of more official too, because it's got the hobbylinkinternational.com. It's submissions@hobbylinkinternational.com, and that's where you'll send all your stuff. If your pictures are too big, if you want, you can send a million emails over there, and I'll just go through them one by one. But if you got Dropbox, this is the easiest way, and it's the same email, submissions@hobbylinkinternational.com, and you can just send your pictures over that way. But yeah, guys, come check out the forum. Join up. If you do join up, hey, look at that. I left in a whole bunch of days. Joe, Mad Genius Productions is on here. Kaylin, White Gloves, and Spence all jumped on. If you haven't been here, it's fully functional forum. We did have I am so glad that we were not on AWS. I'm sorry, I just got sidetracked because I was going to say when the forum went down, unfortunately, we lost everything. But thank God we're not on AWS. I don't know if anybody lost anything or anything like that, but AWS went down, and I know some stuff wasn't working. But we do have a fully functional forum. We're talking about, we got a vote going on now. So if you want to join up and vote for completed builds, 8 people to 1. What I'm thinking about is, like, if you take dinosaurs, land animals, blah, 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 all of these, what I'm going to do is put one more topic underneath the category of completed builds. So you would keep your, you could put your completed builds in here, but if you wanted to have just your completed build in one spot for this topic, you can put them there. This way, it's easier to find the completed build after people look through your thing. You could also do your completed builds. If you go to media, if you guys don't know, on the site, there's a ton of stuff on the community besides the forum. You have your own wall like Facebook, so you can post things. You can post things on your own wall. I don't post much on there. I post mostly on the forum. There's media where you can post all your pictures. Here's Bob Bruce. He's got his R2D2 up here. A bunch of R units going on, taking off. On the side, I put a whole bunch of categories. If you see a category isn't there, just let me know, and I'll put a category up. So we even got one, if you go to events, any shows or anything, you can pop all the pictures in there so people can check them out. I might take this away, the annual Chippy Awards, and then we got, military builds, Halloween builds, and all that other good stuff in here. So you can just, like, if you pop into all military builds, you'll see what people are building. Kaylin posted up a whole bunch of stuff. See, I didn't even have to go down to this picture to know this is Kaylin's build. I knew he was building that one. But people pop their pictures in here. You could do that. This way you can keep your pictures, your finished pictures over here in albums. And if you have any trouble on the site, just get a hold of me. I'm always willing to help you out. So are the guys. Anybody that's been using the site for a while will definitely help you out with anything on the site. Hey, Charlie Mack, I was just talking about you. Thanks for stopping in, Charlie. I was just mentioning your group build that you're running, and I asked on my form, I said, is it Charlie Mack, M-A-C, or is it Charlie Mack, M-A-C-K? Because I always hear everybody talking about Charlie Mack, and for some reason, I could not find your YouTube channel. But thankfully, Benny posted up your YouTube channel on our forum. I found you. I subscribed. I was perusing your YouTube channel. You got a lot of cool stuff on there. So I was definitely enjoying your YouTube channel. For a few years, I've been hearing Charlie Mack. It's like, who is Charlie Mack? Why can't I find Charlie Mack on here? So I finally found you. I finally subscribed, and now I get to check out your videos, and they are very cool videos. I enjoyed them. Yeah, I always heard of Charlie. Benny would talk about you. Joe, Mad Genius Productions, would talk about you, and a whole bunch of other guys. This Charlie Mack build, that Charlie Mack build, and it's like, for some reason I couldn't find you, and I finally, thanks to Benny, found you and subscribed and all that good stuff. So I will be a new viewer of yours. A new viewer. Speaking of channels, if you guys don't know Ben Builds, you can check out Ben Builds. This is the 3rd year running. He does the 12 builds of Kitmas. So he does 12 builds, or attempts to do 12 builds for Christmas. He's already got 2 done, and he's moving on to his next one, and that's always a good series. I like Ben's channel's a good channel. Joe's channel's a good channel. Fubar Benny always Jeff was probably blocking him. Benny's always talking about the intros on Joe's videos, Mad Genius Production, and he does have awesome intros, and I love the music on his. Let me go over to YouTube. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back. Unfortunately, Kenny was sick, the little guy, so I had to take him to the doctor today, and they gave him the COVID rapid test. It was negative, but they wanted to do the PCR test to make sure that he's got nothing. So now he's home for the next few days, and he'll be my cameraman while we're waiting on that test. And we know he's fine. It's just the doctor here wanted to take precautions. He's not upset about it because he gets to go to school. Not go to school, I mean. Okay. Where am I going? I'm going to the computer screen. This is Joe. This is Mad Genius Productions over here. Mad Genius Productions. Sweep the leg. Model building. So if you didn't know Joe, come and subscribe to Joe. He's got a really, really good channel. I'll toss his link in there in a second. Where am I? Go back to Q&A, because this way you don't need to see. Paste. If you can grab, I don't know if that link will pop up where you can do it. Yeah, that's Joe's channel right there. Let me go to, where did I put that question? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'll go over. Here, computer. I'll go to the computer. In the general discussion topic the other day, when did I do it? Yes, I did it yesterday. I was like, Charlie Mack or Charlie Mack? So, quick question. Who's Charlie Mack on YouTube? Who knows talking about? No clue what his channel is, because I couldn't find it. Couldn't find his channel. And I know Benny posted up Charlie's channel in here, I'm pretty sure. Or Dirk Pitt did. I thought Benny did. There it is. Nope, Dirk did. We'll give you all credit. So this is Charlie's channel. Copy. I'll throw that in the whatchamacallit. You can see my back end here for a second. That's Charlie's channel. So if you want to jump on Charlie's channel, it's right there. A link to that one. And then we got, and this is Ben. If you don't know Ben Build should be the first one up usually. There's Ben's channel. Copy. And Q&A. Let's go back over here. Go to the live streaming one. And paste. And that's Ben's channel. So that's the 3 that I'm talking about right now. Go check them out. And sub to those guys. They have very good channels, very enjoyable channels. Hey Tom, what's going on, buddy? What is going on, sir? Hopefully you're doing well. It is afternoon for you. It's 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. That's Charlie Mack and that other guy. Go around subbing. Must be the week of problems. Boyd had issues with the Space 1999 decals. Ben had issues with the model build. Well, Rodin kits are known to be not the greatest kits at all. So yeah, Ben was having fun with that kit. He did a really good job on that build, even though the kit's kind of shady. But it's kind of disappointing of those decals. If you didn't see Boyd's video, the 1999 Space 1999 decals were basically shite. So he's writing to round 2 to let him know that those decals are bad. What's going to end up happening is there's going to be a ton of people complaining about those decals, and I'm sure Round 2's already seen the video and probably working on it now. Yeah, the latest build fought him, but he's doing his mad crazy thing of the 12 Kitmas builds. So that's I give him credit for doing that, man. I could barely get a build done in a month. So hopefully, well, for you new guys here that don't know, we'll let you know. What we do is while you're watching the live stream, all the guys here can tell you earn something called Space Loot. Space Loot is basically a currency during the live stream. You don't have to pay for anything. All you have to do is sit here and watch. And for every 15 minutes you watch, you get 5 Space Loot. So in an hour, you'll get 20 Space Loot. What you do with the Space Loot, the last Saturday of every month, except for December, we have a giveaway. And that's for anybody that's been watching and has Space Loot to get raffle tickets. The only month we don't do a giveaway is December. December is just for the community that I was showing you before, community.hobbylinkinternational.com. That one is just for community members. So 11 out of 12 months, we do YouTube giveaways. 1 month out of the year, we do a community giveaway. So you can, as long as you're watching, you gain a Space Loot, and you can get, like, you'll see people hitting exclamation point Space Loot, and they'll see how much Space Loot they have. And the Space Loot never goes away unless you use it for raffle tickets. A month, I could do a 48-week build. I could do that too, Benny, with how slow I build, and like I was saying at the beginning of the show, how much time I actually have to put into the 3 sites, multiple social media outlets, Twitter, Instagram, 2 Facebook groups, a Facebook page, Pinterest. That's 6 social medias plus the 3. That's 9, plus the YouTube channel. So we got 10 things that I gotta constantly keep up on, and it kind of hampers me from doing my thing. It's a trap. I don't build tanks. Then I won some photo etch for a tank. Now I have 5 tanks, including one I won in the last raffle. Well, Mike, you need 48 months for a build. If you guys haven't seen, we'll go back to the let's go back to the thing. If you haven't seen Michael Lawler, and if you want to mispronounce it like I did, the one that looks like Lalore, that's actually Lawler. That's Mike. Let me go down to the forms, and this is why it takes him a while to build. If you haven't seen his stuff, where are the annual group builds? Sci-fi and fantasy. It should be in the Star Wars group build. Okay. Let me go back a little bit. Let me go back probably maybe one page. I know it's way back. This stuff way back. Okay. Here's what Mike is doing. He's 3D printing the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, and the thing is huge. It's a big boy cockpit. So he's 3D printing it up, doing all the work to smooth it out and all that other good stuff. And we'll see if there's any more on here. He's doing work, adding the detail into the cockpit, adding wiring and greeblies and all that other good stuff. Well, there's more down here. My computer's so slow. You can see he's adding the stuff on here. Inside over there. Right there. And there. He's adding a whole bunch of stuff. And then again, you can see he's adding all the detail parts in here to make it more realistic. And this is all 3D printed. He draws it all up. It's just incredible work. And then down here, that's the inside of it too. Down here, I told him he was just showing off now. These are panels that he's doing for the inside of the cockpit. But here, where is it? Okay, here, this is where I said he was just showing off and teasing him a little bit, because he's got the screen in front of it, and then you got the Starscape through it. And then I thought there was one with the, there it is. I don't know why it wasn't popping up. With the, when they jump into hyperspace or whatever it is, and the stars are all flying by. And another scene through the window. So, yeah, Mike takes a while on those builds because they're all pretty much scratch builds right from the start, which is just crazy to me. That he does such nice work. For the Secret Santa, how do you want us to do it? Should we post pics once we open in the community, or maybe a video of us opening? Every year people do it different. For the Secret Santa, a bag of rocks. I would do it every year for the Secret Santa. Not everybody has a YouTube channel, so not everybody posts a video of them opening their present. How we like to do it is either you can post a video, but we like to have you post it also on the community. So if you do have a YouTube video, just put your opening over there or pictures, and just make sure it's Christmas Day. And again, for you guys that are new, can't do it this year because we're already in the middle of it, but every year we have a Secret Santa for the guys on the community. I forgot how many people we had in it this year. My handy dandy notebook that I always keep stuff written down in, but it goes very well. I actually just I don't know why I was on Facebook looking at something, but our first Secret Santa goes back to 2012 was the first time I did it. So that's 8-9 years. Next year it'll be 10 years we're doing the Secret Santa. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 people in this year's Secret Santa, which was really good. We got 20 people in that. And how it works is actually I always do things really early to give people enough time to get in on it. So the Secret Santa, if you want in on that, is you have to be a community member of that one also. That's how we do it. It's the easiest way to keep track of everything, but I'll go over to the computer for the new guys that are here and anybody that's lurking. And if you're lurking, welcome. We love having you here. Hopefully you stop in and say hello in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Come over to the community, sign up. We'd love to have you here too. Help the community grow and grow and grow. Oh, that's what I was saying before. If you do sign up for the community and you're having trouble registering, just email me. Sometimes it goes to junk and spam and I have to activate your account for you, but I'm always around. Ask the guys. Most of the time I answer you within minutes because the phone goes off and I'm right on the phone. But for the Secret Santa, you would scroll down to the bottom. The annual Secret Santa group build is, once we have our Secret Santas, it's an open group build forever. So we know as soon as you get the kit, you're not going to build it right away. Some people won't. They'll build it next year or the year after. But just remember that was a Secret Santa and put it in here. And then just post your stuff up like Spence did over here. He posted his that he got, his 2019 one, his Secret Santa build, and then his 2020 build. So he's got those up there. But if you want in on the Secret Santa on the 26th, like I said, I put things up really, really early. So what I'll do here is the guys are saying that they sent their gifts out or they got their gifts, just to let people know. And then over here, it gets pinned for the year 2021 about the annual gift exchange. After this one, I'll unpin that and I'll pin the next one up here, so it's always up here. And how it basically works, I'll start a thread, tell you what's going on. I'll give you a link to the rules on the main site, and then you just put in your name, where you're from, and what you like to build. And that's it. And then we just, that's the only thing we ask you to put on this thread, because if we start talking in this thread, it gets too long and then things get a little wonky. So it's easier to just, put your name in here and all that other good stuff. And then we pick usually the first week or second week of November. We'll pick out names and then you ship the stuff out. Hopefully by the first week of December, so it reaches its destination in time. We're going to have to make a few changes next year, though. Next year, definitely nothing major, just about opening gifts. Nobody opened theirs. There's the back end. There's the back end. You don't need to see the back end. Just about if you get a gift, especially around Secret Santa time, and you didn't order a model, please don't open it. Please don't open it. Let's see if I missed anything. I always lurk and never say anything. Sure, Top. You never say anything. That's right, no opening. All Kelly, actually, when my presents come in, still shaking the box. Hey, like Nigel said the other stream, don't shake the model box because could be a Tamiya kit, and if it's a Tamiya kit, it's going to fall together, and you're going to have nothing to build. But when my Secret Santas come in, actually Kelly grabs them and doesn't let me touch any of them. So those are sitting upstairs. Actually, I think she put them under the tree already. So those are up there. I don't get to touch anything. Today's one, I definitely knew wasn't a model. That was from my mom, a squishy thing. It's like, when I didn't order clothes or anything like that. So she said it was a just because gift, not a Christmas present. And that's going to be another, that's going to be another rule change, because not everybody's going to wrap their present. We all know it's a Secret Santa time. Like, my present wasn't wrapped either. What I did, because the company I ordered from, a lot of us aren't going to pull out of our stash. Most of us order from a company. The company I ordered from doesn't offer gift wrapping. So next year, no opening presents at all when the box comes in. You leave it in the box and then put it under the Christmas tree. It may be in an ugly USPS box, but then you'll open that USPS box and hopefully it's wrapped and you'll have something else to open. If not, like I said, you'll have your present then, because a lot of them won't come wrapped just because of where they're ordering them from. It's not gonna, you're not gonna have wrapping paper on it. So as we know, it's Secret Santa time. If a mysterious package shows up, well, we're gonna change it to also to maybe, especially if you didn't order something like mine. My Secret Santa's not here, so he's not going to be listening to this. Like, mine came from Mega Hobby, so Mega Hobby always has their return address on there. So you know, if you didn't order anything from Mega Hobby, that's your Secret Santa. Don't open it. Don't touch it. Just put it to the side and don't touch it. A lot of people will order from Amazon or something like that, and some people will send out of their stash unopened kits, which is cool too. We ask if the place you're ordering from does offer gift wrapping, have it gift wrapped, because most of the time it's free if they do offer it. If you're sending from your stash, we ask you to gift wrap it. And next year on the return addresses, this way, just in case somebody forgets the rules, I'm going to ask you to put the return address as HobbyLink International plus your address. This way they know it's coming from the Secret Santa and they don't make a mistake and open it. Mine isn't a plain brown wrapper. What could it be? Chris, you won. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Oh, watching from the ER tonight. I hope you're all right, or whoever is at the ER is okay. Calling the dogs could be dangerous. How about putting a Secret Santa sticker on the Prezi? Well, that'll only work if you put a Secret Santa sticker on it. That'll only work if you're sending it from yourself, from your house. Like me, I wasn't sending it from my house, so I can't put a Secret Santa sticker on it because it's coming from a shop. If you guys didn't see, the USS Grissom is coming out, and it's probably coming out fairly soon, because all Star Trek, or can't remember the name of his channel, did a review on it, an unboxing on it. So that's coming out. Don't forget, we have our USS Grissom boards. So if you're buying the kit and you want to light it, we have the board to light it. On the review, while I was watching, on the end of the nacelles, it's either the navigation or strobe. It looks like they pre-drilled holes for your strobes and everything like that. So it may be accurate. It may not be accurate. On the box art, there's two on the side that may not be accurate, but the holes at the end of the nacelles are looking way too big. Like a 5mm LED is going to fit in those holes. So as builders, we may end up having to fix those up. I missed what Brian said. Broke my hip. Oh, Jesus Christ, Brian. Yes, I hope. This is what you do while you're in pain. Watch the live show. Holy cow! I really hope you're okay and it's not broken and you're just bruised up a little bit. So about 3 weeks. So the beginning of the new year for the Grissom. So look, keep an eye out for the Grissom. I already put in my. Unfortunately, I tried on Cult TV Man, but it won't let me register with my email. Neither one of my emails wouldn't let me register, so maybe I'm blocked or something. I don't know. But I was able to put in my pre-order with HDA Model Works. I'm on their wait list. Their price is actually cheaper by, I think, $4 than Cult TV Man. So if you want to save $4, go over to HDA Model Works and put in your pre-order. If I don't get either one of those, I'll go right to megahobby.com and order from there. They usually don't do pre-orders, except, no, I did. Did they pre-order? The one pre-order I did see, they pre-ordered the Titanic, but I don't know if they're going to do the Grissom. I got to keep checking on that. The Painful live show was last night. Oh, man, he's making fun of Top. He's making fun of you, Top. He said it was painful. Just think, on the 18th, I have seen it on the HDA channel, so impressive, so I want to have this kit. Yeah, the kit looks nice. It's not an overly huge kit. The windows look good. Like I said, the only thing that I saw that looks massive are the holes at the back of the nacelle for the strobe or navigation, whatever's back there. And it's going to be a little bit of work on there. Chomping at the bit for the Revell 1/48 scale SR71. That's a nice kit. That'll be a nice kit. Detail Grissom files if you want to give it a go. Bandai kits are awful. Wife is really annoyed with the Katinga I bought. Oh, man, that's not good. I didn't buy my Katinga. Actually, my Katinga's back in the Star Trek pile over here somewhere. That actually my mother-in-law bought me for Christmas. Can't breathe. Can't breathe. So, I was thinking about it, and it's probably been 39 years since I built a car. I'm 49 now. I definitely did not build a car in my teens. I probably built it when I was 10 or 11. So it's like 38 years or something like that. But I finally started on a car, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I used different colors. I really didn't care. I wanted a splash of color here and there. But I finally built a car engine after 39 years, or 38 years. So that guy's over there. And I didn't put the wires in or anything. Like I was saying, I wanted to get a car kit, which I'm hoping by the end of next week the whole car is done before Christmas. But I wanted to get a car done underneath my belt before I start another one and start going crazy. So the next one I will figure out the wiring and all that other stuff to put into the the spark plugs and all that other good stuff. But it came out fairly decent. Didn't come out bad. One thing I'm going to tell you, the AK, if you guys use, not AK, I'm sorry. Let me grab the bottle. This one. Okay. So what I did, I wanted custom colors on my engine. If you're using these, the metal acrylic by Ammo, this is titanium blue. Or bluish titanium, and that's what I'm using on the car. Really like this color. It takes forever to dry. It's still a little tacky, and that's 2 or 3 days now it's been sitting there. Plus, it doesn't help. The weather's not the greatest out there. But if you're using this stuff or haven't used it yet, it takes a little while for this to dry. So just keep that in mind. It's very nice colors. Can't wait to get the rest of this done, get on the body work and do that. It'll be fun. Get off my lawn. Why am I telling somebody to get off my lawn? She don't feel well. She's an old dog, but she's still with us. That's the worst when the fur babies are not feeling well. Hopefully she gets better soon. Just look up firing order for the engine you're working on. I was looking up the firing order, and it's like, the number 1 pin is, say, over here, and then it's got to come across and over here. Number 2 is... It's a little crazy on how it goes, but if I were to put wiring on here, I would definitely look up the sequence of the firing order and put them on the right side of the engine. If I'm going to put the wires in, I might as well put them on the right side of the engine. But this one I just wanted to have fun with, get something done. It's actually enjoyable building the car. I didn't make it a glue bomb. I know it's not perfect and some of the colors may be wrong, but I'm having fun with it. And it'll be done soon enough, and then I can, you know, move on to group builds for next year. That's probably the next project. Unless the Grissom comes out, and then I'll put anything I'm doing on the side, and I'll get to the Grissom right away. I'll build that, and I'll build it with the board back over here. No, it's not an enamel. It's an acrylic. But for some reason, the metal colors take a while to dry. I even hit it with the hair dryer to get it to, I mean, it's not completely dry with the hair dryer, but to get it to, you know, a state where I could put my next layer of paint on, and it was still tacky. So just be careful with the metallic colors. Same thing with the Tamiya metallics. They stay tacky for a while too. So that's why I'm going to get the food dehydrator and bake the paints to make them go a little quicker and get them a little more solid. Car kits are fun. It's time to do another one. Car kits are Chrysler 184365772. Number 1 is on the right front. See, you guys know the cars. The only thing I ever did with cars was body work. I never worked on engines or anything like that. I did. I started at the bottom, body work with Cadillac. So I was the prep, I was the strip, tape, paper, prime guy. So I got to prime them up, you know, sand down the primer, all that other stuff, tack cloth. And then once the car was baked on Friday, sat till Monday. Monday that car got buffed and hand glazed and all that other stuff to a nice shine. Tuesday the customer came to pick it up, so I helped at the end of the day, you know, doing all the buffing and stuff. And then I worked at a few shady body shops up in Corona, Queens, where that wasn't, the body work done there was Bondo, pretty much slap out a dent and they would just Bondo the crap out of it, and that would be that. That's why you only paid $200 for the body work. It's called Rapid Thinner, dries mega quick. I never used the Mr. Colored Rapid Thinner. Wait, there's wires on engine cars. But yeah, car's looking good, Kenny. Like colors on the engines. Yeah, I like the colors. I'm having fun with it. I'm definitely having fun with the car. Like I said, I haven't built a car since I'm a kid, and I was always worried about the cars. The only thing... let me get up again. And this will be in the video. I'm actually getting better. Getting up and down doesn't hurt as much. I'm doing sub-assemblies. They wanted you to put the fenders on way later. I was like, no way. These things are going on. Now, the only thing, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can. It'll be in the video. But there's a little gap between the frame and the fender over there, if you can see through there. I don't think that belongs there. It won't mate up no matter how much I push it. So I really don't feel like putting Bondo in there and filling it in. So I don't know if that belongs there or not. It's just going to stay. Because where that is, you're not going to see it. Plus, when it's painted black, this section's going to be painted black. And, you know, of course, that's going to be black. I don't think you're going to see it that much. But this will be coming up in the next video that I do. That's interesting. I don't have any problem with my Tamiya metallics. They usually touch dry within an hour. Yeah, I always have a problem with them. They're always sticky. And I hate brush painting Tamiya paints. I cannot brush paint with those things at all. Any suggestions how to fix a warped car part? I have a kit car from Wayne's World, but the rock is warped. Hot water? Heat gun on low, maybe? I don't know. Eric's out looking at Christmas lights. Good for him. Yeah, I thin out my acrylics too. Except for, I don't thin out the MiG or the AK. There's no reason to thin those out. They're airbrush ready. Yeah, warm up that plastic and try to bend it back. into shape. I hate brushing with Tamiya. I cannot stand brushing. That's only airbrush use for me. Anything I brush is ammo. Try putting a thin piece of styrene stock, Kenny, that's blended in before you prime it. I was thinking of doing that, but the gap is so small. I don't know if I have a piece that small, and I'm really not too worried about it, because like I said, this car isn't going to be perfect by any means. I'm going to do the best I can just so I can get it done. There's a few fit issues with this Revell, but it'll look or Revel, however you want to say it. It'll look good once it's done. The only thing I'm worried about is I've been priming up the body, and with all the construction and how the dog and cat hair get down here, I don't know. But with all the dust and everything, I have frickin' sanded dust out of the frickin' body so many times. It's like I'm just getting tired of it. And there's absolutely going to be a piece of dust in there somewhere, and it's going to be noticeable. That's why I can't wait for this place to be done. And nothing's ever dust free, but you know, I have the spray booth this way I'm not too worried about that. But I've been sanding, priming, sanding, priming, sanding, priming. Exactly, bud. Exactly. It's not going into a show or anything like that. I'm just having fun building it, and we'll do our thing. That's one of those old Monogram Close Enough kits. Yes, indeed it is. As long as it looks good, I will be happy. Taking my time with it, but I still want to get it done. Like I said, it's been so long since I've done a car, and it's really been fun doing this car, so I definitely can't complain about that. So it got me back into cars, so I'll be doing more cars and trying to flip between. The next thing actually that I have to do is, I've never, that I can remember, completed a plane. Never ever have completed a plane. Ships, a lot of military vehicles growing up, a lot of sci-fi stuff, figures very badly, but I've never done a plane. Never ever done a plane that I can remember, because if I did one, I would have blown it up as a kid, and I never blew up a plane. I always blew up the cars. So that'll be the next step, is to go for a plane. I tried the 3rd generation AK paints and won't spray without thinner. I haven't tried those. I haven't bought those paints yet, but ammo, no doubt. These things just drop into your airbrush and spray away. Own brushes to hand paint. Yeah, I have all Sable brushes myself, and I still hate brush painting with Tamiya. I just won't do it. I use my large display case for semi to dry my parts. That's a good idea. That's a good. Well, I did get a plastic bucket, not a plastic, like a bin. I got a small plastic bin, which once I get the body painted, I'm throwing it in the plastic bin and praying that it makes it to the bin with the least amount of dust possible in there. This place has a ways to go. Vinny's on a bunch of jobs, so hopefully sometime next year he'll be here, and we'll finish the rest of the house up. If not, if he's that booked up, it'll be 2023 when the rest of the house gets done. But hopefully we have time and get this shop done already. Get all this garbage out of here. Get the place, nothing's ever totally dust free, but I'll have a door on the utility room, which will keep dust and stuff down. The door on the pantry and washer dryer room will be there, so I can close that. I don't have to worry about the dust and stuff coming from the dryer, even though it has a lint trap on it. Everything, there's always lint flying around. So, do I have any plain boards left? Yeah, I think we do. If you guys didn't know, we also have a shop. shop.community.hobbylinkinternational.com. Hey, why is it not there? Shop.hobbylinkinternational.com. Shop? Why would I say community? I will check now for you. We'll see what we got left. HLI lighting boards. Browse products. The only thing sold out right now is the Bird of Prey aircraft board. We got 14 left of those in stock. If you guys are interested in the boards, I have videos up on the channel. This way you can check them out. Otherwise, you could just scroll down. If you go to boards, each one has a video to show you what the boards do. So there's 14 of those left. Bird of Prey sold out. After the holidays, we'll definitely be working on stuff. We just sold some more of these. The original HLI FX001A board. Spence and Tommy made a whole slew of these because they were selling out so fast. So we got a ton of those in stock. The Keaton Batwing, we're down to 8 left of those in stock. What else do we got? The Simple Falcon board. This is for your smaller Falcons. This isn't meant for your bigger Falcons. This is like for your 1/144th scale Falcons and stuff like that. It's a very, very simple board. Those only have 4 in stock. And then the Grissom board. The Grissom board, we have 18 of these in stock. Actually, we're going to make that 7. No, I should have 18, and I don't think I counted the one board behind me. So yeah, that's what we have in stock. And we also have a ton of other things on the shop for you. Like I keep telling you every week, for you guys that do a lot of aircraft, we have plenty of resin stuff from Cat 4. Cat 4 is we have on hand, and then we have stuff from Armory, very site. Most of it we're shipped from China over to here with third party, but we do have our boards, Cat 4, and I'm waiting. I should have my green strawberry stuff in soon. We're going to be selling green strawberry stuff right from our shop, so we'll let you know when that stuff is in, and you'll be able to get that too. Oh, let me turn on the board. Disney Star Cruise Holland Lightsaber Training Festivities. Has anyone made a PE set for the Grissom yet, or is it too early? Too early to release. They need that kit in hand to design the PE set. Without the kit in hand, Kaylin, you can't design it. Sorry. I'll be right back. Let's see if it works tonight. Haha. There we go. I don't know if you can let me get out of the way. For those of you that don't know, that what you're seeing here, I have a video of it. This is actually the USS Grissom board, but this isn't the Canon version. Did you see the price of that cruise holiday? No, I haven't been on a cruise ever. I'm gonna go on one. But this is the Grissom board. Right now what you're seeing is not the Canon version. There is definitely a Canon version on the board. You can do the board a few different ways. The Canon version is just strobes. There's nothing else. The navigation lights are solid, so you wouldn't need a board for that. The board is timed to the movie, so your Grissom will have the right timing for what you saw on screen. So the Canon version would have just the strobes, the white ones flashing, and that's the right flash rate, and all the blinking navigations would be solid. Also, if you can see down here, it's hard to see, but the impulse engines, if you're gonna go Canon, if you watch the movie, it's just a big blob. That's doing nothing either. But we also have other modes because we know people like the winky blinkies of lights. So we designed it, or Spence designed it, so that it would have also another function to it where you can put the strobes flashing, and you can also have the navigation lights flashing if that's how you like it. The impulse engine also has 2 different ways you can do it, a pulse and basically a flickering. Right now I think it's got flickering or the pulse on there. You can do it that way also. And also this board, Spence went through the footage. This is pretty much every film differs on their blink rates of their navigation and their strobe lights. But in this film, actually, the refit, the destroyed refit, the Grissom, and the NX2000 all have the same blink rate. So not only can you use this board for the Grissom, you can use the navs and the strobes also for an NX2000 or the battle damaged refit. So this board, you could do one of 3 model kits with it, or if you're doing all 3 model kits, you can order 3 boards, one for each one of them. How I'm probably going to set up my Grissom board, when I do the Grissom, I'm going to use switches. This way I can set it up for all the different ways this board can work. So I'll have it so it can do a Canon version, and then I can put the strobes on if I want to, the navigation if I want to put them on, and then I can do the impulse engines both ways also. So I'm definitely going to be messing around with that and asking Spence how to do it. There is your baby, Spence. That's designed by Spencer, our very own Spencer Wolf. Him and Tommy are our design team. They come up with all the stuff. I do talking to you guys and tell you to come and buy the boards, and Paul procures the parts we need if they're in stock, and it's a 4-man team getting all this stuff done. I know we've been slow coming out with a new board. We came out with as many as we could quickly as possible, but with the holidays around, oh man, that hurt. With the holidays around, plus this isn't any of our full-time jobs. Spence, we all have things to do, so sometimes there's a little more time in between, but in the new year we will definitely be coming out with new boards again. Spence has one now. I would say it's kind of on the general side, but it has a few things you can do with it. And then we're going to get into this year in 2022, we're going to get into more specific boards. A Viper is definitely in the works, because I want the Viper to do my own Viper. Any board that we have, I'm going to try to put into something like the basic nav and strobe board. I'm probably going to use when I do the Space Seed version. We're definitely going to come up with other stuff. It just takes time. There's a lot of design that goes into it. There's a lot of testing that goes into it. If you really want to see these things torture tested, Buckman Model Mania on Tuesday nights at the beginning of his show always shows you he has the original HLI FX001A board running and the Bird of Prey board running. The original board he has running for 6 months now, non-stop, and the Bird of Prey board, it's like 4 or 5 months, I think he has that one running non-stop. So the only time those things have glitched out was when he did something with his power supply and went under the recommended voltage. I think he got it down to like 4 or 5 volts. So that'll stick the program. All you got to do is turn off the power, go back to 9 volts, and bring the power back up. Yes, engine lights on the Viper. That flickering, pulsating effect definitely flick the engines on the Viper, and cockpit lighting, but we got to look and see what cockpit lighting is in there, because we want to get it as accurate as we can. So yes, a Viper will definitely be coming. Time right now is research on boards. Yes, that is the most important step. That is definitely the most important step, and that's why it takes a while, because you got to research, we got to look at film and stuff like that, and then I try to do math, and Spencer and Tommy just banned me from doing math, because they're like, you stick to telling everybody about the boards, you do some videos on the boards, and you're good to go. They'll take care of the technical part. And Top has them both running at 9 volt. The great thing about our boards is, one, it has a 10-year warranty. 10 years. And Spence figured it out. Buck has been running his board non-stop for 6 months. So that's actually over the 10-year warranty, like an average, how long an average person would use them. So we got the 10-year warranty on there. The boards can be run at 9 or 12 volts. So if you're a 9 volt guy, the board will work for you. If you're a 12 volt guy that likes running your boards at 12 volt, the board will work for you. The only thing with the boards right now is they're not pre-resistored, so you have to resistor your LEDs. That's no big deal. You can buy pre-resistored LEDs and do it that way. Each board comes with comprehensive instructions. One thing is, we do not send you instructions with the kit. All the instructions are PDF on the site, so even before you buy a board, you can look at the instructions, and if you're confused about something or not sure how to do it, don't come to me. Go to Spence. No, you can email me. I'll tell Spence the problem and stuff like that. And most of the time, Spence will get back to you directly because he has a better answer for you than me. Because I'm not the greatest electronics guy either. You can ask Spence. I burnt out. I don't remember, Spence. It was either two or three Batman boards because I was hooking up buttons to do stuff and I was hooking them up wrong, and I was doing something very bad to the board. And I burnt out boards until they explained to me, hey, basically, dickhead, you're doing this totally wrong. You're frying the boards. So then they explained it to me, and then I was able to do it, and it came out perfectly. So before you do anything, and you have any questions, get a hold of us. We'll be glad to help you out. I'll always get a hold of Spencer, Tommy, and we'll walk you through it. But yeah, if you want to see how the boards are set up before you order it, the easiest one, they're all fairly easy to use, but going from basic, the HLI FX001 board is definitely the easiest one to do. I did that without any help from the guys. So yes, we got plenty of help on that. I was saying something about the boards, and I don't remember what I was saying. They run forever, 912 volt. They're reverse power protected, which means if you do set up the board and you put the leads on backwards by accident, you're not going to fry your board right away. You can take them off, and you can put them on. I've actually accidentally did that with this Grissom board, because the Grissom board is just hand dickied together. I just have the wires hand dickied up, and I forgot that I reversed the colors. Usually I use, because I'm using Cat 6, I'll use the white for positive and the solid color for negative, and I forgot I reversed that. I used the solid for positive and the white for negative, and I put my leads on wrong, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why is this board not working? Did I burn another one out? No, I just had the leads backwards, and I had it on 12 volt. Just took the leads, reversed them, and boom, shot right back on. So we don't have to worry about that. Melted the breadboard power strip a little. Don't burn your boards out on purpose. That's not a good thing. An Enterprise bridge board. Are you talking, Benny, about the old kit that was the whole Enterprise bridge? If you are, that's funny that you bring that up. That was actually before Spence got involved, and this was probably 5 or 6 years ago. We were working on doing the bridge for the Enterprise with all sorts of doodads and stuff like that. If there's a market for that, we may get back into doing that. And we're actually, because that kit wasn't correct, Tommy was trying to 3D print up some correction parts for that. Need to hit the like button. Thank you very much, Dan. Oh my God, my sinus. And the worst part, I'm always like this because I can't breathe because of hockey. Your septum should be down here, so if I'm always stuffy, I'm sorry. Your septum should, as you know, be here. Mine, from, I don't remember if it was a punch to the face or cross-check to the nose, one of the two. My septum is way over here. Like, it is, this side is closed off. I should actually go get surgery to correct it. But I don't feel like going under the knife. I'm a little scared of the anesthesia. I'm planning on building the TOS bridge from Star Trek build next year. Very cool. I'd buy the bridge boards. I have the repop of the kit. Would build that. So a lot of people have that kit. I don't have that kit. But if that's something that people would be interested in and we get enough interest in it, that's why when we do polls and stuff, I know people see them and just bypass them. That's why we always want your feedback to help us out, because if we get enough feedback on stuff, we know the direction to go or the direction not to go. You know, if we put something out there and it's not accepted by the community, they really don't want that, by telling us, nah, that's something we wouldn't use a kit for, that's great. It saves us time and energy from working on that, and we can put it into something that you guys are really demanding. So that's why we're kind of always pushing you to come to the community, to post your stuff and see the polls and stuff like that. It helps us out a lot with what we can do with the builds. Also helps us out a lot, like with ordering stuff, especially green strawberry stuff. So the Repops have the full circle of walls, panels, and other figures. That's pretty cool. 3D printed panels to finish the walls would be cool. I think that's what Tommy was working on, was 3D printing up panels to finish that off. But if the new one has the circle to go all the way around, I guess that would be not needed. I think Tommy was also working on that scope that Spock always looked into, and a few other things. So there was definitely stuff going on with that. But for the older kits, yeah, if you have the older kit, it would be good to have stuff like that done up. Yes, sirree, Bob. I'm surprised nobody up there. I mean, they probably ate already. I'll see what maybe I'll run to Wawa and get a sandwich after we're done with this. Yeah, my mom and my brother, actually, because I'm always sniffling, they actually had the deviated septum. Tommy had his deviated septum from falling off his bike in New York City and smashing his face into the curb, and had to have his nose done. The new one has the scopes. I bet you the scopes aren't as good as the ones we can make, though. Yeah, but a lot of people don't have the new one. Most people have the old one, so we would need to make some stuff for that kit. I would build the top of the kit to have it enclosed, but can open. That would be cool if you built a top to it, and then you can see inside, and then pop it off if you wanted to. I might get the clear plastic Voyager and other USS Franklin for Christmas. Oh, that's cool. I have the clear USS Voyager. If you have the Voyager, YouTube poll for boards would like to see. I could put up a YouTube poll for that. We definitely get a lot more answers on YouTube than we do on the community, but I still need you guys to come to the community and hang out. But if you have the Voyager, either the gray one, I think it is, or the clear one, which truly isn't clear, but it's clear enough for lighting. Green Strawberry has a 1/1000 scale set coming out for the new Voyager, so I don't think it's out yet. Keep an eye out on that. If it's in the price range where we can order that kit, we'll get that kit and hold it on hand. This way you don't have to order from overseas to get it if you do order from Green Strawberry. I should be able to run 4 HLI boards on it. Nice. That's a lot of boards on there. Yeah, all of those in favor of a bridge board say aye. Well, what I'll do is in a couple days, because I have my polls, I schedule my polls ahead of time. I gotta see. I'll see now. Actually, I may be out of polls. I think I did one for boards, but I'll put up one for boards, and this way you'll be able to actually type in also what you would like to see. Your channel. Let's go to community. Communita. The Communita. I have 2 more scheduled. Okay. Scheduled for December 9th and December 10th. You know what? I'll probably change the schedules for the next two questions. I'll move those out to the 10th and the 11th, and I'll do a board one. So tomorrow morning you'll see, after the show's over, I'll fix that poll up. Excuse me, and tomorrow you'll see a new poll about boards up there. There's a lot in there. Yeah, that would be interesting. That'd be a lot of winky blinkies and a lot of rewatching the show, which I don't mind rewatching TOS, because that, I have to say, is my favorite. I love Voyager. I'll watch Voyager, but I have to admit, the original still has, I watched the original. I declare this vote passed with the group has spoken. Not building it, but I. Well, I'm going to put stuff. Oh my God. I'm going to get one of those Breathe Right strips so I don't have to do that all show. It's a pain in the butt. And I put the hat on tonight not to scare you guys again. Definitely not to scare you guys again. So, oh, you know what? Since we got new people here. Computer. I knew I was hitting that wrong. If you guys don't know, we have a bunch of group builds starting January 1st. The new ones. Oh, Paul put up some new news. We have Itinerary news, special hobby, mini art, Edward, on the main site, if you didn't know we have a main site, it's hobbylinkinternational.com. Come to the main site. It gets you everywhere. It gets you to the community. It gets you to the shop. Paul is always posting up news. I got to get articles up here, more articles, but it's got everything on the site. I got to get some step-by-step articles on here too. So this always has information about the giveaways and stuff like that. But if you're looking, if you like group builds and you want to get in on any of ours, all the rules and everything are here. The Chippy Open group build is just in case you don't like something that's in one of these group builds, then you guys can all build together whatever you want to build in that. We have the TV and movie group build. That's anything you've seen in TV and movies. Could be in a commercial, could be in a TV show, could be in a made-for-TV movie, it could be a movie. So you can build anything there. Tall ships group build, obviously it's tall ships. Helicopter group build, any kind of civilian, military, medical helicopters. The 2022 Star Trek group build. We have a figure group build. This year is going to be the Cars of the 50s group build. Battlestar Galactica group build. The Armor of World War II group build. Halloween 2022 group build. This is an annual one. We have this one every year, and this one always does well. This one already started. If you want in on it, you can get in on it. And the Star Wars group builds started May the 5th, and that ends May the 4th. So we got a ton of group builds, and if you're interested, come on, join up. All you got to do is come to the community. Come to the community, and wow, this oh, I know why it's not, because it's not logging me in. I gotta just figure out why that's doing that. It's not logging me in, jumping from the main site over here for some reason. And all those group builds will be right down here. If you scroll down, they're in here, like I said, and they'll be pinned. They should be pinned to the top. Okay, yeah, the High Seas group build isn't pinned to the top. So once 23 comes around, all these will get unpinned. But this is for the group build for 50s, helicopters, tall ships. And you just come in and, on January 1st, start your builds, start your posts. Even before the build, say you know what tall ship you're going to build. You can post it in here and let us know what you're going to build. So there's a lot of group builds going on. And I think, like I said at the beginning of the show, if you missed it, we are going to get rid of, I think we're going to get rid of the annual awards, and we're just going to do group builds. And when a group build ends, I think we're going to have a community vote. Only community members can vote on the top 3 in that group build. And we'll give out something, for the completed group builds for the top 3 winners. Because a lot of this is I'm doing way too much. There's too much stuff going on. And the group builds, like I said, the Mahdi contests have went, we don't get that many entries anymore. So the group builds, we usually get a fair amount of entries in them. So we'll just stick with group builds and the Mahdi awards. The Mahdi awards are going to go bye-bye. That one, we're no longer going to run that contest just because it doesn't do well. If it's not doing well, it's extra work on me to try to get people to enter it and do extra work on the sites and stuff. It doesn't take me extra work to get people to build group builds because people like the group builds. They come, they build, and they post their work. So it's a lot easier to run the group builds. And with the group builds, we'll just do some fun giveaways with those too, And it's always about the community being together and stuff like that. Hey, Dan's here. Did he just sign? I thought he was here before. Yeah, he was here before. Okay. So that's the deal with that. That is the deal with that. Smash the like button. Smash it, smack it up, flip it. Does Cars of the 50s include the DeLorean if it has the time machine? No, it does not. No, it does not. If you post it, they will come. Well, actually, we've been having trouble with the community. Like I said, if you're just getting here, and thank you everybody that came back after the debacle of losing all the sites and everything like that with our servers. Now there's plenty of backups. I get an email every night of everything being backed up. We had backups, but those were gone. Anyway, after the site went down and we got it back up within days, we had a mad influx of everybody coming back and posting. Recently, I could say, because a lot has to do with the time of year, with people not building because of the holidays and stuff, but the usage of the community has gone down. Hopefully we could get more people in there, and hopefully the people that do use the community spread the word to their friends and tell them, hey, come on over. It's a good site, a lot of cool people, and we can get more people posting in the forums and checking out their builds instead of... This is my biggest thing with social media, is like somebody will post something cool and you see it and you want to go back to see it, and it's fallen so far down their scrollable wall you can't find it again. With the forum, it doesn't. It's in a thread. You can find the thread. Plus, you don't have to deal with all the other bullshit of... there goes our PG rating finally. You don't have to deal with all the other BS of social media. We're just totally about modeling. We do have fun. We have fun. You can talk about things there too. I'll go to... We do have this, because it's about modeling, but it's... we have the general section with introduce yourself, but the general section here is to talk about anything other than modeling, except for no religion, no politics. It's a very simple thing. There's a very, very strict rule on the religion and politics. Everybody knows that it doesn't... Well, no porn either. Can't have porn on the site. But everybody knows that it's a one-strike rule. There's no 2 or 3 strike rules. Everybody knows that is a steadfast rule on the site. If you decide you want to talk about religion and politics and rile it up and get the site in a frenzy about nothing, and you don't respect that rule, obviously you don't respect your fellow community members or myself or all the stuff that's for HLI, and that person gets banned immediately. I have no tolerance for that stuff on the site. We can watch the news, go to Facebook or Twitter. If you want to see all that junk, you can go there. Here, it's just to have a good time. If you got family stuff and stuff like that, you can post it here. Or if you do like a Facebook style, you can go over to your own profile and you can post update statuses here. Your wall's your wall. The only thing we ask here too is no politics, no religion. So if you want to post up something about your family, or you got a new car, you want to show something else, you can definitely use this for that. No problems with that. It's just we don't want politics or religion on here. It just starts too much crapola. Crap of the Ola. And the boy's excited. Even though he's sick, he's got a bad head cold. He's excited tomorrow to get back on a video and back on a steady at least once a week posting something up. I got to get on a steady day again. Got to get Seamus to come over. We always have a good time. Yes, we do. Damn, Kenny, I was an hour in before I busted the PG rate. You were way in. I might start building again after New Year because I'm just too busy with other... Yeah, this time of year is very, very busy. Very, very busy, so I understand that the site usage does go down at this point, but hopefully in the new year we get more people to come over, we see more builds, more people join the group builds, and we got a whole bunch of fun going on. I'm definitely joining in the group builds. Still not sure if I'm going to build Huey for the helicopter one, but I want to get more builds in this year. And, post up more videos and pictures and all that good stuff. He'd probably put lights in a cup of noodles model. I would do that. Why not? About your tiny stash. I missed that one. You don't have a tiny stash. If anybody watches Buckman's Model Mania on Tuesday nights, you'll see a picture of his stash. The man has a hobby shop. This is nothing. This is like he's like a billionaire, and I'm like the guy that just hit $1 million lottery. How many models Buck has? That's right. It is BS Top. Again, I'll be here this Saturday, the 11th. I'll be here next Wednesday, the 18th. I won't be doing a live stream. I may go on Sunday, but if Top isn't doing anything and wants to do a live stream on HLI, I got to figure out if I give him my stream key, if he can stream on the HLI channel, which I think he can. If he has my stream key, he could get on here, and so you may see Top on HLI next week doing some stuff if we can figure out how that works. How many, Buck? Top. I'm guessing Top's got to have. He's got to have over 500 kits. I have about 50 models in the shop now. Just in the shop, but all together you have like, you got to have over 500 models. I easily have to have over 500 models. I forgot what I counted last time. I think it was 127, maybe 130. Might be a little more than that. But I don't have it anywhere. Yeah, we gotta do a test, Top. If we can if you can use, because the worst case scenario is if you use my stream key I have now, all I do when I come back on is reset the stream key to a new one and I put it in OBS. So if we can figure that out, and you want to stream on that Saturday on the HLI channel, we may end up, because like I said, I can't be on that Saturday. We're having Kenny's girlfriend's family over, so no, you won't get Buck Loot, but you will. I don't know if you get, yeah, you might get Space Loot. I'm trying to think. If he streams on here, that's connected. If he uses my stream key, that's connected to Streamlabs. So yeah, you still may get the whatchamacallit, got more than me, Kenny. I've been collecting for a while, and I don't even collect that much. A lot of these actually I bought. A lot of these I bought because I was unfortunately not able to build for a while. And a lot of these I bought for review, so that's why I have a lot. Otherwise, I really wouldn't have this many, so I got to get building. And that's probably one of the other things I'll put up next, which one I'll build next. But I got to make Joe happy from Mad Genius Productions too. I got to buy some 148 scale planes. He was complaining that in the stack over there, there's not enough 148 scale planes, so I gotta make him happy and get a few. Little over 150. See, those are good size stash. The empty boxes to make his stash look bigger. No, every single box here has a model in it. There's not a single empty box back there. Not one. Even the USPS box up there has models in it. I don't keep empty boxes. I know a lot of guys keep the covers to their boxes, or they keep the boxes. Not me. Soon as it's done, the box goes in the trash. I don't have room to keep the boxes. I don't put them up on the wall or anything like that. Like when this is done, I will have art on the wall from Tiffany Groves. She draws. She does comic books and stuff like that. So I have art from her that I'm going to put up. And I have art from Whitney K that I bought that I'm going to put up here too. So that's what will be on the walls. That would mean I would have to have the stream running to get Space Loot. Yes. Yes, indeed. Wednesday reviews. That's what we used to do. Yeah, we used to do a lot of Wednesday night reviews. And I'm going to try to get away from reviews. So what I'm going to do is I won't do reviews when I do a build. Well, kind of a review. What I'll do is a quick unboxing and go into that build. I'm not going to just do separate reviews. If I do reviews anymore, except for Green Strawberry, because as you guys know, Green Strawberry actually sends me products to review. So those I have to do a real review for. And reviews actually get tiresome to do because it's, people like to see it, but with the Green Strawberry stuff I got to start putting it onto builds. It's better to see it on builds and see the problems with the stuff. Green Strawberry makes beautiful, beautiful photo etch. I mean, their resin especially is really crisp and clean. So there's no problem with it, but it's always better to use it. So that's what we got to start doing, using the stuff in builds. This way you can see it. You got a very fast 148 new release kit heading your way, just waiting for arrive at the moment. Very cool, GB. Maybe I could do a couple out-of-box reviews. If anyone has suggestions for it, send me a message on the community. Sounds good. Daisy got a heart. Why did Daisy get a heart? I keep the cover and instructions. See, I don't keep anything. I never keep the instructions. I do keep extra parts. That I do keep. I have a whole bin of extra parts, so just in case I can use them for something. But the box art can look cool. The box art does look cool on a lot of stuff. It's just I was never one to keep the box. It was just like, all right, it's done. Right into the recycles it goes, or into the garbage it went before there was recycling. And on to the next one. I cut out the box art and keep it in a folder along with the instructions. See, everybody keeps instructions. Good question. Why do we keep the instructions? I'm curious about that. I've never kept the instructions for anything. I don't think I ever keep instructions. My mom always keeps instructions. Hey, Bob, what's going on? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. I see you picked up Bob. You picked up Bert's friend Ernie with the Verlinden skeleton warrior guy. I don't know why I got quiet on that one. It's like, I know I'm on delay. I'm like waiting for it to go. I don't keep instructions. Been sent a few free samples to try out. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just was never... My brother does. Like, Joe Hudson did the Spock with the three-headed snake for him. My brother kept that box art to put behind the build. So that was cool. But I just don't keep it. I don't know. I'm strange, I guess. I just don't keep it. I was never... The only full box I kept is a 1956 Chrysler. I have given instructions to someone who bought... That's a good idea, but... I did, and someone lost them, and I could send them to them so it can help. Yeah. If I have the kit on me, I've done that before. Somebody actually, a while back, lost their instructions to the 1/350 scale Academy Titanic. And that's a pretty big book, and I scanned in that whole book for them. But once something like that is built, I just can't keep it. It's gotta go. And that's my mom's fault, because she's not a keeper. If you haven't used it in 2 years, it's garbage. If you haven't seen it or used it in 2 years, obviously you didn't know it was there, and you don't need it. It's just taking up space, so it goes out. I'm not one to collect anything but the model kits. Once I'm done with it, like I said, the box goes out, the instructions go out. The only thing I'll keep is if there's anything on a sprue, I'll keep out. 106 kits in all, and I didn't enjoy counting them. I kept a Bandai R2-D2 box, but that's it. Somebody might need those instructions. Yes, I'm glad that you guys keep them and you can help them out. I would be they'd come to me and be like, "You son of a bitch, Kenny, you didn't keep your instructions." Now you guys got me thinking. I will have plenty of drawer space here. I may end up keeping instructions. Now, boxes, no. You're not getting me to keep boxes. Instructions, I might keep. That I may keep. See, everybody keeps instructions, so I may end up doing that. Keep the instructions in a drawer somewhere. Sounds like my father had a half-scale Jupiter 2 that my father tossed. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Keep the box art if it's a rare kit. That's a good thing. I've thrown things out like that before. 15 minutes later, my wife needs... Isn't that the way it works? That's the way it works. No, Mom is always about... If you haven't used it or seen it in 2 years, obviously you didn't know it's there, so it's garbage. It goes in the garbage. Or recycles, because now we recycle. And Kelly hates that. It's like, yeah, you haven't seen it. Now you're going to say, oh my God, about something? No, got to go in the garbage. Another one that keeps instructions. Hey, look, Eric woke up. I used to keep the box art, but I can't do that anymore because I just don't have the space to keep them. That's the problem. You know, you end up just collecting more and more things, but... Hey, Grayson, screaming my name out, saying, Kenny, did I miss you, Grayson? Did you say something back there that I missed, or did you just pop in? Did you just pop in? Eric woke up. Eric just woke up and he's hanging. I have slayed my exams. Very good. Congratulations, Grayson. Be careful with the caps. I have the stream bot on, and it may put you in timeout for all caps. I am proud of you for doing very well on your exams. Way to go. That's I'm proud of all the youngsters that do well. I got my little guy in there, and then his two of his best friends are going to Pace University. So the kids are doing good. But congratulations, Grayson. Is that the end of exams? I hope they're all over and now you catch a break until the next semester starts. Open the B52 when you can put some extra. Okay, I will check it out, Benny. Going back to the 70s when I started modeling. Holy cow. Holy cow. Instructions. Oh my god. 2 damn comments. You never know with these the bots that do the automatic stuff. I don't want it to put you in timeout. You're not a baby, so you don't need to be put in timeout. Did it put you in timeout, Grayson? Let me see. Caps protection. Actually, I have caps protection off on Streamlabs. So it must be YouTube doing that one. It's good when you walk out of an aced exam feeling like a boss. I've never aced an exam in my life. Who needs instructions? It told me edit and try again. That's got to be YouTube then, because I took off the cap protection on Streamlabs. So YouTube must be having some kind of bot on there or something. Yeah, so definitely tomorrow me and the boy will be filming stuff. We'll get, hopefully tomorrow night I'll have a video up on the 32 Ford. Get that done, and then that'll be the last build for this year. I'd be proud of myself. I actually got 2 builds done this year. And then January we'll start picking which one we're going to build. Like I said, if I start on a group build and the Grissom comes out, the Grissom will take precedence over the group build. The group build will be pushed to the side. And we'll get that. Hey, what's going on, Boyd? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. But yeah, if, like I was saying, if the Grissom comes out while I'm in the middle of one of our group builds, then we'll move. I'll put the group build to the side and we'll start on the Grissom. This way we can get that thing going into a Grissom and have that done. What even is Space Loot? Space Loot, Grayson, is we have a giveaway the last Saturday of every month for 11 months out of the year, January through November. Every time you watch for at least 15 minutes, you get 5 Space Loot. So your Space Loot adds up, and at the end of the month, you use your Space Loot to get raffle tickets, and you may win one of the prizes we give away. Sometimes, most of the time we give away models right now. We've given away paint sets, PE sets, airbrushes, all sorts of stuff to give back to the community for hanging out on the live streams, checking out the videos, and hopefully coming over to the community and posting there. We'll see what Space Loot... Hey, Donnie D, what's going on, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. See, Grayson has 170 Space Loot. So with 170 Space Loot, you can actually get 10 raffle tickets on when we give stuff away. So that's what that's for. So if anybody else is new and didn't know, that's what your Space Loot is for. We try to have a giveaway every month. It was highly leaning towards sci-fi for a long time. A measly sum. That's because you don't visit me enough. So now you got to visit more on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and you get more Space Loot. But we used to be heavy on the sci-fi side. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to try to rotate what we give away. Some months it'll be cars. Some months it'll be sci-fi. Some months it'll be planes, if we can afford ships. If we do something that's a little... Usually we try to give away 3 prizes a month. But say it's something like big, like a ship that we can get in, then that might only be 1 because of how expensive it could be. So I'll add more models to a collection I'll never build. There you go. Come on, do YouTube video builds, Grayson, and put them on the HLI channel. Build and put them up here. Throw some World War II kits in there. I love the soldiers and dioramas. We actually just gave away, last month was tanks. All of them were World War II tanks. No. Excuse me. 3 of them were World War II tanks, and 2 were Cold War-ish tanks. But we do have the World War II Armor of World War II group build coming up, Grayson. We do. So, see, We're gonna make you an official, you know, like you can't live without Hobby Link International person, Grayson. So if you come over here and you go to annual group builds, again, for anybody that's just popping in, oh, somebody go to the group build rules on the drop down menu. And see, Grayson, coming January 1st, we got the Armor of World War II group build. So all the rules are in here for anybody that didn't know. It'll tell you start and finish dates. It tells you how to. So the first thing is gives you the general rules. It gives you all the links to pertinent links that you need. It tells you how to enter your photos. It tells you how to compress your photos, and then it tells you the dates. It begins on January 1st, ends on December 31st. So pretty much you got a whole year to build the model. We always stretch it out for a year because we know a lot of things come up with family, a lot of personal things come up, holidays come up, vacations come up during the year. So we don't want to give you a short amount of time to build something like only 3 months. We give you plenty of time to build things. I know Richard Pezol has already started on his Halloween build, and he may be the first one finished with a Halloween build for next year. So yeah, we always try to give you plenty of time to do your thing, just because, you know, we're not all retired. We don't all have all day to build models. So could I submit my old Willys Jeep for that? It wouldn't be armor. It's got to be armor. It's got to be a tank, Grayson, from the World War II era. Ah, sweet, Boyd. They're sending you a new set. Hopefully that set is better than the set that you were working on in that video. That was not a good set of decals. I felt bad when you were talking about it. It's like, ah, damn, you got those decals and they're no good. That's always rough. Let me see what's going on in the chat. There are always 3 hobbies: collecting, building, and finishing. Exactly. They have a different part number. You have to do an update when you get them. Okay. If I did it, I would have to do a tiger. There you go. It can only go up from there. Absolutely. That is the truth. Yes, Grayson, do a tiger tank. We would love to see you build a tiger tank and put it into the group build. The group build's open to anybody. Like I said, the whatchamacallit, looks like we're going to get rid of the Mahdi awards and all that other stuff and have group builds. And you're going to post your stuff on the community, you know, your progress photos and all that stuff, and we'll go by group builds instead of a whole thing, because more people actually join the group builds than they do the online contests. We get a lot more people doing the group builds. So we'll have fun with those group builds, and we'll have winners in those. And remember, it's all about the building and having fun. The prizes are always extra, and it's just a fun thing to do for you guys that are busting your butt building. I like to give back to you guys, especially since you use the community, you come to the live streams, and all that other stuff. It's a big if, though. Come on, you can do it. HLI Boards group build would probably be a couple Grissums. Absolutely. The Ultimate Tiger 1 kit is an excellent kit, Grace. Yes, it is. I actually have the Tamiya Tiger 1 in here, and I think it's the late version, not the early version that I have. Bright yellow tank with baby moons. Well, I still have to, you know, for my TV and movies group build. Thanks to Grayson, we're going to be doing the Liberty Mutual. I had to mention it. I'm sorry. The Limu and Emu Liberty Mutual car. We'll have fun with that. Thanks to Benny, he sent me a bunch of links so I can change out the grill and the lights. I might not have to scratch build that stuff, so that'll be fun. Trying to figure out how to put the light on top. It might not be able to spin, so if Spence could figure it out, maybe we could do a series of SMDs in there that go around and make it look like it's spinning. And definitely I'm going to use the Cricut to do the Liberty Mutual logo, and then I'm going to paint those on the side. I'd like to have a German officer poking out of the turret hatch thing, or wherever he sits. The last Tiger mission from Battlefield 5 was really good. I think the Tiger that I have actually has the command. The commander in it. Ay. Making me get up, Grayson. Actually, it's right there. I don't know. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Oh, that's empty. That is empty. I hear people doing stuff upstairs, and I don't know what they're doing. I got a lot of old Tamiya kits. If you hear a crash, it's all the models falling down. There we go. Stay there for now. Like that one, Grayson. Let's see if I could get it in there and down. It's got the little guy coming right out the top. This is actually a very nice kit. This is the late version. I've actually built this a couple times. Built this one as a kid and blew it up too. Always blowing stuff up. Always blowing stuff up. The nice thing about this one, see, it's got the little commander right there that you can put in here. But the nice thing about this one, it's a pain in the butt. But individual linked tracks. You don't have to worry about those rubber band tracks. I know it's a pain in the butt putting these things together, but if you make a jig, they go together pretty quickly. I hate the rubber band tracks. I can never get them. I can never paint them up or weather those things right. So I like the individual link tracks. That's why if I do the Stug 4, I'm going to order the Fruhl model tracks, the metal Fruhl model tracks, and use those instead of using the rubber tracks. And then I don't know if I'll do a diorama with it or not, or just a regular base. Yeah, the individual track links are so... That was a thumping I heard. Thought it was my neighbors being nosy again. Yeah, this one is a sweet kit. That was me before I got back. I used to do a lot of armor, and if you guys listened to me before, all my kits that were finished before I got on YouTube and everything, when we moved out of one place, the apartment wasn't big enough. I used to actually have cases and stuff. All my models went to Kelly's cousin. He's got the cases, he's got the models, and I just let him keep that. My CVN 65, you've all seen my Big E. I used to do these all the time. Armor was my thing, but then I got burnt out on armor, and I started watching Steve Neal and Boyd and stuff like that, so they got me back into modeling by getting me into sci-fi, so that's where that all kicked off. And now I'm trying to mix it up again, because it was a lot of sci-fi for a long time. Now it's now, like I said, 32 Ford is going. Hopefully the next video will be up, and I'm definitely enjoying building a car. Oh, look at you, Grayson, wanting a specific kit. You should see the 2 bags track links my Tacom King Tiger kit has. How many track links are in that? I watch a lot of World War II metal detecting channels. Amazing stuff they find in good condition too. Yeah, those are actually interesting channels. I watched a few of those where they found grenades and stuff, which was just crazy. Yeah, they find entire tanks buried in the mud and whatnot. Yeah, it's amazing what they can find. Get the new 135th Abrams tank, 6 parts per link. By who has the new Abrams tank out, GB? Tanks are fun. I've always loved military stuff because I've been into the military, since I'm a kid. Since I'm a wee lad, that's because I come from a big military family. So I always wanted to be in the... It's ridiculous. My dreams came true, or my predictions came true. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to be in the 101st Airborne. I ended up in the 101st. And then I always had like Army shirts, and I always wanted a 203 with an M16, and most of my shirts had a 203 with an M16, and that's what I ended up with in the military. But like I said, we go back. We have Civil War, World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and the first Gulf War was the last time we had somebody in a war. But I've always been into military models. I've always been fascinated with the military. Once you build one, could I bring what I find back with me on a plane? I highly doubt it. There is still tons of stuff from the Eastern Front and World War II in the ground. There's all sorts of stuff. It's crazy what's out there. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of unexploded stuff, which is scary. I want to do my Iron Maiden plane. That would be cool. Be back in a little bit. Got to warm up dinner. Sounds like Lieutenant Dan's family. Except, we survived every war, unlike Lieutenant Dan. I don't know if you were here, Grayson, but we were on the wrong side during World War One because my family's mostly Czech and Slovak. So my great grandfather fought with the Austro-Hungarians against the Americans. So we were technically on the wrong side. Well, we would have thought we were the good guys back then, but that's the only war that I know we had somebody on the other side. Civil War, Union side. World War One was Austro-Hungarian. World War Two was my grandfather was in the Pacific. His brothers were all in the European theater. I think it was his cousins were like in Africa and stuff. So we were all over in World War II. But Grandpa was with the 1st Marine Division in the islands fighting. My Uncle Danny was in the Korean War. My Uncle Jerry was in Vietnam. My Uncle Tommy was in Vietnam but was stationed in Thailand. My dad was supposed to go to Vietnam. At the last second, they changed his orders and he went to Korea. My cousin Billy was in the first Gulf War. I got in during the first Gulf War at the tail end when we were coming home, so I wasn't overseas. Yes, it was definitely a funny but ironic. Yeah, maybe I could give it to my German friend and she can send it to me by mail. She already sent me an antique Stein. So that is very cool. The War of Northern Aggression. According to my dad, we had relatives on both sides in Civil War. That had to be tough. Yeah, that is tough. My granddad was in German Army in World War II. See, there you go. I am quite sure, because I have a ton of family still in the Czech and Slovak republics, mostly the Slovak Republic. So I'm quite sure during World War II we had to have family members probably in the German Army, but I don't know for sure. I've researched and found ancestors on both sides of the Civil War. Only one I found fought for the Union. Well, when we came to this country, we right to New York. We're up the East Coast. We settled in New York. I have 2 uncles who were for Germany in World War II. Did the 2 builders that won the tanks from me from November's giveaway get their kits? I think so. I'm pretty sure they did, bud. I forgot who got the Toon tank. I know Top. Did you get your tank? You should have got your tank. Rich, I sent him his tracking. He should have got his tank. I don't know if Starbase is here. Kaylin, did you get your tank in yet? And I think who won the last one? Now I gotta search to see who won the last one. You're making me look back now, bud. Now I gotta search these things. Kevin. If Kevin is here, are you still here, Kevin? Did you get your tank? Hey, Gadgetron, what's going on? I was talking about you too before. Another Kenny. We got lots of people. Everyone was born, lived, and died in North Carolina. I like North Carolina. I drive through North Carolina every year heading to Florida. It's a pretty state. Got to keep an eye on you. Keep you on your toes, Kenny. Well, that's up to. I know everything's shipped out, so if they don't get something, they got to let me know. I can't chase after everybody. That just adds to my workload. I got a big enough workload as it is. I'll have to give him a watch. I'm always on my toes. That's why I'm saying I got too much on my plate between 2 live streams a week, the main site, the community, the shop, all this other stuff that really hampers me from being at the bench. So I have to thin down the load, figure out what's working for all this and what we can get rid of to lighten the load and make the sites better. So I was subbed when he first started, over 1 million subs now. I can't freaking breathe. Can't breathe. Jason. Which Jason jumped in? Jason Lang? Did I miss a Jason jump in? I don't like missing anybody that jumps in here. I always feel bad if I miss a name. If you end up on I-85 during that trip, stop by Kings Mountain National Park. Awesome exhibit on the Revolutionary War. That would be cool to see. I'm straight from Jersey, straight I-95 right down to, but I wouldn't mind taking detours. If I do that, I'd like to take a little more time off so I can stop in the States and check things out. Yep, there's Jason Lang. What's going on, Jason? There's a few places in the southern states I'd like to check a whole bunch of stuff out. Just checking out our history is very cool. That's why I build during my streams, otherwise I would never build. Did my Secret Santa group hill get to my secret? I don't know if your Secret Santa's in here or not. And they wouldn't know it's you unless your name is on there. Just be careful on 85 around the border. It's hell right now. Yeah, I usually go down. Everybody knows I'm gone. I head down in July. I'm usually in Florida for the whole month of July. I actually have to check out some stuff over here. There's some good areas to check out up here. Just sent you some armor links for U.S. Modern Army stuff. Pick them up for show. They're best on the market at the moment. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But I don't know who your Secret Santa is. And like I said, if you didn't put your name on it, they're not going to know. So let me see who sent to you. Who's supposed to send to you? Nah, he's not in here. He's not in here, so he won't answer you, bud. But what time is it? Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. Holy crap. We've been on here for a little over 2 hours. 2 hours. So now I'm definitely 9 o'clock. I got to get something quick to eat. Get out of this chair before the back starts killing me, because I'm actually feeling better and better each day. I don't want to mess things up. My uncle was in the Air Force and was a billion tour. I didn't know. Imagine being a ball on the bottom of the airplane. That would be crazy. Wonderfest, here we come. Yes, just north of San Antonio is the National World Pacific Museum. They have an awesome exhibit with many famous aircraft. Chester Nimitz was born there. Oh, that would be very cool to see. I got to take trips everywhere. That's why, if I'm lucky enough where they give us a package in 23 and I can retire, I'm going to take trips around to see. I'd like to see a lot of our history here in the States. And yes, what Mark Shue was talking about, Wonderfest next year, there will be a bunch of us HLI people heading over there. So if you want to join us at Wonderfest, that'll be cool to see people. It's only 8 o'clock where I'm at. It's 9 o'clock on the East Coast. So I am going to call it a show after 2 hours. Thank you for stopping by. We'll definitely be here on Saturday, so you guys can gain your space loot. That'll be for January, though. So if you're interested in the Christmas giveaway, come join the community. Tell your friends to come join the community. It's not hard to find. You can go to hobbylinkinternational.com. That ships you all over to any of our sites, our shop, our community. I thank you guys for supporting us, everything we do. We're going to try to make some changes to make it better, more interesting, more fun. Make sure you come over, put your builds up. We'd love to see your builds. We'd love to see your videos. Especially if you're doing anything for HobbyLink International, like a group build or anything like that, just in your description, hashtag it HobbyLink International. It'll make it easy for us to find. When you're in Kings Mountain, North Carolina, go eat Wiener Works. Great hot dogs, and it's a small business. I shall check that out. But guys, that's it for me. I want to grab something to eat and then, try to do a little work maybe on the 32 Ford. I appreciate everybody being here and hanging out all night. It's always fun chatting with you guys, even though, like I said, this is the Seinfeld of live streams. We do nothing but chat about everything. All right, guys. Have a great night. Please be careful out there and stay safe. If you need to get a hold of me, you know where I'm at. Take care, and bye-bye.